How you brothers and sisters doing today? It's Big Compton at 30 TV. And today, I'm going to just talk about a riot that took place on Ferguson Union when I was over there. I found myself on closed custody, back on closed custody, right? Had to pop one of my homeboys, another crip, for doing some fraudulent shit, that took place. Him telling on another one of my homies. And, well, I was on the block with him, so I popped his top, flushed him, crushed him, and got locked up, put in solitary, and sent back to closed custody, B block. And everything was all right over there. Everything was good. We chilling, little minor, scuffles here and there. That's going to take place. That's on the regular. You fighting on B block every day. Really pretty much you fight on all the blocks on Ferguson. But on B block, it's kind of like, don't nobody give a fuck. We already at the bottom. Only thing lower than this is to say, which I wound up going to. I'll tell you about that. Going back to, you gonna fight. You gonna fight. That's just what time it is. If you ain't gonna fight, then what you gonna do? You gonna stab, you gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do none of that, then what you gonna do? You got to get the fuck up out of here. Like straight up. Don't get punked. Well, again, I'm gonna talk about this little riot we had on B block one day. Took place with, the Mexicans, another group. And it started behind one of my homeboys up the hallway, had some weed, and he sold it to one essay from this particular group. And, he was telling them the dude was good. I know they say, he cool people and everything, but he got a zip, he got an ounce, and he hadn't paid. See, the thing was, he said he was going to pay on a particular day, and that day came and passed, and he couldn't pay, right? So I found out later on all of this stuff, he explained it to me and said, after the fact. Anyway, so he owed him, and he said, okay, I got you when I go to visit, right? Well, he wanted to go on a visit, and, he saw him in the home and was like, I got you. But in reality, he didn't get it. So he didn't know that the homie was going to pop up on him. And the homie popped up on him on medium custody. He was like, what's up, man? You got my bread? Man, I got you, man. I had to give it to my homeboy to hold it, but I'm going to get it. My homeboy such and such. Well, back then, you ain't got no phone, so he ain't got no way of calling that dude and telling that dude, hey, be on point. Dude finna come ask you if you got this, and just tell him, yeah, you're going to give it to me, and all that. He ain't, you ain't got no, he didn't know that from talking to him, that my homie was going to go over there to the individual that he said was holding his money, which is what he did. He went over there and he asked him, I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what you're talking about. That's what the dude said. So now, quite naturally, the homie think that he jacked, right? As he should. I would have thought the same thing. So he fucked up about it. But of course he can't, he up the hallway. And dude wound up coming to close custody. So the other dude, the one that I'm talking about, that owed the money, wound up coming to close custody. Shortly afterwards, he was already waiting to go to UC, and they put him on B block. So he come down there. So we in the kitchen, we in the chow hall, me and a couple of my homeboys, Killer, T Money, my blood partner Icy Mike, my brother Six, we on closed custody, and we in the chow hall eating. He come feeding. And he like, but old boy is in his cell. But he telling us, well, he ain't feeding, you gotta pass the little old food out, make the trays and all that kind of shit. That's what he doing. And he like, hey, homie, I'm finna pop this dude in the day room. I'm like, what? Nigga, homie, you up the hallway. You up the hallway. You in position. You on point. Man, chill the fuck out. We down here. Chill. I'm gonna check on that shit. I got it. Chill out. Let me see what it do. You know what I'm saying? Don't do no shit like that. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So He like, man, I'm like, man, fuck that. Just chill. You up the hallway. That's what we down here for. You know what I'm saying? So, I wasn't with that shit. My niggas way up the hallway and there's something down here. If it's down here with me, it's taken care of. Don't worry about that shit. Just like if the situation was vice versa and it's up the hallway, I expect them to take care of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's supposed to be. So, come to find out, dude ain't had his bread, right? Still ain't got his bread. And I don't get a chance to actually talk to him. I just shot him a kite, right? Down the run. I'm like, hey homie, what's up with the homie bread? You know what I'm saying? I got him. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna take a little bit. To me, it kind of sounded like fucked up, and he, like I said, he cool people, man. I can't understand how he could actually be going through with this shit right here. You can borrow the money from one of your homies or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, or something. You ain't telling him nothing. You lying to him about this and all that kind of shit. So quite naturally, he gonna think that he peeled. He jacked, right? Like I said, he thought he was jacked. So I'm like, man, this shit some crazy shit, right? So this is what we gonna do, right? Before, we got to get something up out of this, right? So I hollered at, I hollered at the homies and everything, and then I hollered at my homie from 415 out of Dallas, Ice Mike. I'm like, hey, Brody, so look, this was happening. These fools owe the homie up the hallway, they ain't paying. So, when this dude come out, you finna get, they finna get, well, it's gonna go down anyway. So they finna get crushed. He finna get crushed. You know what I'm saying? So you know how that's gonna play out. So before we do all that, this is what we finna do. Anybody, any dog, any load, any folk that got that owe anything over here, you know what I'm saying? Don't pay shit. Don't pay nobody shit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, run it up, right? So when Mike was like, bet, he on that type shit. He a rider. He on that shit. So we like, everybody like bet. So what they start doing is they say that squares. So my niggas like, hey man, let me get 2 packs. I got you. Let me get a pack here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody getting squares, getting all these squares, running it up, right? Like that. But when it comes time to pay, because you don't get to go to rec every day. Sometimes it'll be every other day. You know what I'm saying? And they in a way I'll tell you about that a little later. But anyway, we ran it up. When it come time to pay, they didn't get shit. So they shoot me the kites counter. What's up, man? Your homies ain't paying. They ain't doing, you know what I'm saying? So I don't say shit. I don't even respond back to the shit. So they shoot a kite to Mike. So one of our homies got over the run. I forgot who it was. I'm like, man, fuck them. They ain't getting shit. Just blew up the plan. It was already finna get popped. So I got another homie from Trey 57 for the Rud. He was my connect on the Heat, right? So he fucked up by 5 mop buckets, right? 5 mop buckets. That's 15 shanks. Now on the mop bucket, they used to have this little iron thing, that you carry the mop bucket. You carry that big ass yellow bucket with. You can pick it up by this little metal piece. It's like a rainbow. But when you open that metal piece up, it make like 3 12-inch shanks, 12-inch 6 shanks, thick as your pinky, right? So he did that. The homie was good about doing shit like that. He hooked up, he broke them all down and shit. They wasn't sharpened, so he gave them to me. He brought them to me in a big ass towel. So I take 8, right, and I give 7 to the dog homies, right? Because the blood homies, because they was really like with it too. You know what I'm saying? They was like, they was on it. They was on it. It was on everything. You know what I'm saying? They with it. They with the shit, right? They finna do this. They with us. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I loved about that, especially my nigga Mike, man. He told me, say, you already know, if you go down, nigga, I'm with you. Ride up, we with it, right? Bet. You know what I'm saying? So, we go to shower. Oh, before I go to shower, I sharpen up all these shanks. I'm trying to sharpen these shanks. It's hard. These thick ass shanks you got to sharpen. It's hard. That's why I gave them theirs so they can sharpen theirs. And I'm sharpening, the ones for mine. I start passing them out. You know what I'm saying? Certain niggas I felt that he used the straps and shit. And What was so fucked up is I passed out all them bitch ass shanks, man. On my side, man. I'm talking about not even. I don't think no, but a couple of people used the motherfuckers, right? Like real shit. And then you actually had some people. Now keep in mind, it's a motherfucking riot. This ain't no game. It's a riot. You had motherfuckers talking about, nah, hey homie, I'm good. I don't need one. I'm gonna use these. The fuck? Are you serious? Really happened. True story. Like, fuck it. That's the craziest shit that I ever heard. Talking about squabbling in the riot. I'm saying when everybody else got weapons, you got to be out your rabbit ass mind, homie. Real shit. So, I sharpen them. I get them sharpened. And so I had a celly. He was one of my homies, crib nigga, Mike, man. He was. I'm gonna keep it real. He was a big ass cornball, right? He was a big ass cornball, scary as fuck, right? So it's finna go down. He says up until then, to the actual day, he was with it, man. Yeah, man, I ain't never heard one of these, yeah. I'm like, hell yeah, it's finna go down, nigga. Just do, be on point. Well, I still, and I see it kind of getting with him, fucking with him and shit, right? Years later, I heard that. You talking about Mike, right? The one that he be stabbing. He be carrying them shanks. He be playing with them knives. That's exactly what he do. He'll play with them. Never use them. Don't have a record of using them. As a lot of people, when you hear that down there, this dude play with them knives. He play with them knives. That's exactly what they do. Play with them, but don't use the motherfucker. You see everybody with the motherfuckers, but they rarely used. If a motherfucker pull a shank out on you and you see that motherfucker, this is what you know for a fact. That motherfucker don't want no problems. That's a scare tactic, a self-defense mechanism that this motherfucker is using to keep a motherfucker off that ass, right? Because the shank is a creep weapon. It's a creep weapon. You creep up on a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You branding this shit, you want a motherfucker to run. And a lot of times, a lot of people run when they see the motherfucker. Like they think it's a damn chopper or something. Man, that shit ain't shit. Ain't nobody finna. It's like people feed off fear. That's what it is. People feed off fear. If you stand there, straight up, bitch, what you gonna do? You got one swing with that shank. After that, it's over with. I got you. You talking, it's a stalemate. He got the shank, you ain't even got one. He ain't coming towards you. Now, if you turn your ass around and run, you show fear. Motherfucker on your ass, just like in the jungle. Motherfuckers on. That's what Ferguson was, a concrete jungle. But that's they own your ass. Like real shit. They gonna chase you, stab you all in your ass and shit. Shoulders, I ain't no running. Fuck all that shit. I wasn't raised like that. But anyway, so he like, my celly like, oh man, be comfortable, man. Look, I got my kids, man, and I'm supposed to get visit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really working on my case. Cause this nigga got like a double life sentence or something. The fuck? So I'm like, okay, what you telling me that for, homie? He like, man, I can't. Man, let me pass on this, homie, because I'm expecting a visit and all this. This nigga ain't had a visit since he been locked up. But this is what he telling me. Okay, I see the fear, right? I'm saying, so what you talking about? What you want to do? Man, I'm gonna just dip, man. I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave, homie. I ain't finna say nothing about what's finna take place or nothing like that. I say, you know what? Go ahead, homie. Go on and go. You good. Go on, go, right? But the reason I said that is because I don't need no scary motherfuckers out here with a nigga. No way. Scary motherfucker. Hell no. Fuck no. And I don't want to be the cause of sending this nigga out here and his dumb ass get popped because he's don't want to move or don't want to do no popping or none of that kind of crazy shit, and it will happen, right? So when I say I love my homies, I love my homies. So I got my homies on motherfucking point, which I try to pop past these shanks out, right? These weapons out and shit. I want mine on point. Nigga, ain't no casualties, not on my watch. Hell no. Ryder, this what's finna happen. So I let him go on and go. He take his big scary ass up out of there and they take him to another block and shit. So I let the homies know. I say, yeah, he gone. He's cornball nigga, right? But go and let him make it. Don't pop him. When I'm telling everybody else out there up the way, I sent a kite out. Yeah, man, this nigga did but don't worry about it. It's all good. If he come up that hallway, which they wound up doing, they gave him his medium custody. I don't know how the fuck how, but they gave him medium custody, so he moved up the block. But I let them know, go and let the nigga make it and shit, right? He a cool dude, man. He's just a buster, you know. And you know, I really don't have no problem with no busters and shit. I just don't want to be around them or have them in nothing that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. So, now keep in mind, I did not know that there were some more busters out there. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get to see that until the riot took place. You know what I'm saying? And as my brody King Beezy say, the last thing you want is to think somebody real or a rider in a real situation and they're not. To find out that somebody is real, to find out that somebody is not real in a real situation, it's too late then. You know what I'm saying? And this is what my brody told me, man. You know, we were just talking the other day. And anyway, so he dipped, told the homies what's up. So it's finna take place the next day. So my nigga Six, I got a brother Six, GD, he Christopher Gordon, man, brother, he don't want me to do the shit because he like, man, bro, you get ready to come up, man, chill, you know, we gonna da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, you right, bro, you right. We go to showers anyway. So the way they ran rec over there at that time was you go to showers. And then when you come back from the showers, you go to rec. Everybody go to rec. Okay, so we go to showers, da-da-da. So as they come back from showers, they standing on one row in front of the cells, they putting their clothes up on the window, the little square windows and shit, and knocking out the glass. So the glass will fall outside. Cause see, we done caught them slipping. They don't have no weapons like that. They trying to get this glass. So what they're gonna do is when they call wreck, they're gonna go post up over there, right there where all that glass is, right? And that's what they did. But so we start popping, you know. So I hollered to his on me. I'm like, Sidney. I tell like Mike, like Sidney, you see it in that? It's getting on in that. He like, I see it. You know, he on point too. He know the lingo. So I'm like, bet, rider, you know, it's going down. So they run one row to wreck. They run 2 row to wreck. I'm on 3 row. They run 3 row. And my nigga Six was like, man, bro, chill, man. Don't do that shit, man. Get chill out, man. You know, stay in, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Come up, homie. You done too much. You been putting in work right here, like on the regular and shit, brody. Chill the fuck out, man. Let's get this money and do this and this, right? I'm like, you right, my nigga. You right, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, and Six a motherfucking rider, right? So, and I say you right, cause he wanted to go to rec, right? But I told him to chill out. You know, don't come out there because this finna go down and he finna come out, right? So he told me, you know, trying to keep me inside the cell so I can, you know, it's just love, you know what I'm saying? It's my brother. So I said, you know what? You show right. So I went back in and he went in. When they start closing the doors, I slipped back out, right? And I passed by his cells when the door was closed. He's like, bro, what you doing? You going? I said, man, I had to, my nigga, but I want you to come up and go up the hallway, homie. Like real shit. You go up the hallway, nigga, you already know I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? I have to, you know, I don't have no choice. So man, I love you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time I saw my nigga. But so I went to rec. We went outside, we went in the yard, go over there, holler at the homies, holler at the blood homies, and everybody, we out here chilling and shit. Well, we ain't chilling. Everybody posted up. So, you know, I don't want everybody like in no big ass crowd to make everything look suspicious. So I'm just going over here talking for a little bit, putting them on point, right? And I Mike talking, right? He got his and I got mine. I'm like, okay, so this is what we need to do. Everybody just post up, right? You know, be on point and shit. Everybody heated up, we gathered up and everything. They over there just showing up like we thought. They got the glass around them and all that kind of shit. So, as we over there looking at them, the one that spoke for them, he's come over. He like, hey, Compton, let me holler at you. He come with his homeboy, right? Flacco, he like, man, Compton, let me holler at you. I'm like, bet. I tell the homies, man, y'all just be on point, right? I'm finna go holler at them. So we go into the middle of the basketball court, right? Not to the middle of the basketball court, like kind of where the handball court is and the basketball court. We met like in the center and shit, right? So he got two people standing right there. It's him, his homeboy Flacco, and I forgot the other dude. I forgot another little dude. They come to the center, so I bail out there. Right, I bail to the middle of the thing. I told him, just hang back. My nigga Killer, Keita Logan, Stone Cold Rider, still locked out, man. Miss you, homie. He still locked up. 6-0, man, Rider, Webb Chapel. He ready to go too. Everybody really, everybody on go. All the ones, that I think everybody on go, right? If some niggas on go, you'll find out later. The ones that wasn't on go. I mean, he about the dudes that wasn't on go. So I go out there, I'm like, what's up, homie? What's going on? He's like, man, I'm trying to find out, like, what's up, man? All everybody, y'all folk, they jacking, everybody jack. Ain't nobody trying to pay nobody. We trying to find out what's up. I said, well, check this out, homie. My homeboy C-Dog up the hallway, your homeboy owe him $100, right? He say, well, Compton, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That fucked me up. It ain't got nothing to do with you. That's what I'm saying in my mind. I said, huh? I said, well, look, check this out. Well, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. He says, damn, Compton, we doing it like that? I mean, that's how y'all really want, it was kind of, even they had about 35 dudes and shit. We had about 20 or so, but, we with the shit, I feel good about having Mike out there, Rider, Killer, Rider, another brother out there, from West Texas, Pyru, he was Rider. Lil T Money was out there, Rider. A few riders was out there, right? So, I'd rather have 10 lions than 100 sheep any day, right? Anyway,